I spend no time on competition. I don't think about competition. I hate my competition. I want to slice their throat. But I spend no time on them. I got no time for them because I'm not worried about them. I'm gonna do my thing and I'm gonna make them react to me. I like I love when I meet business people that I'm supposed to know and they can taste that I don't know who they are. You know when you know and you're like, yeah, nice to meet you. I love that feeling that they know that I don't know who they are even though I'm supposed to, because that's how much I disrespect that fuck. Because I'm in my shit. By the way, doesn't mean, she or he may beat me. And by the way, I'm good with that because that's the game. You gotta take your L's. I wear my loss on Uber or my other, I fucking own my L's, but they're mine, right? And so I'm only driven by competition. I'm a businessman because I wasn't gifted with your guys' athletics and I needed to get that nut off in a different way, and that was business, right? And so I made, when I was making $80,000 a year, that was enough for me to live. I'm not fucking fancy. I came from zero. I don't need shit. I don't need a watch or fucking dumb shit like that. I need the game. And my game is business. And the way I treat it is, I'm gonna do me and I'm gonna make them react to me. I'm not gonna fucking watch film on them. You don't get away with that. You've gotta watch film. I get it, it's different. But for me, I don't have to watch film. I'm gonna do my shit and I'm gonna do it so fucking hard and so loud that I'm gonna make them spend time focusing on me instead of the reverse. What's great about sports and business is it's gonna play out. There's no subjectiveness in what you guys do for a living. Somebody's gonna win, somebody's gonna lose. That's why you gotta focus so much on yourself, because it's not subjective. It's not a painting or a bottle of wine that a couple critics are it's good, it's bad. It's just wine's a lot of fun because it's subjective. That's why I did real well in it. Because if I story told well, I made you think it was good before you fucking drank it. We don't have that in business and sports. If you lose 31-7, you fucking lost. There's no well, no. So that's why it's so insular, right? Back to what connects me with this world. I don't know anybody in the sports agent world. Everyone's oh, do you, I don't know anybody. I don't know a single fucking name. I don't give a fuck about Athletes First or fucking Rock Nation. I know Jay-Z's not doing shit, right? It doesn't matter. I have to do my thing. And so that's how I think about competition. For me, it's gratitude. I'm super grateful, man. I was born in a shit place, got out of Russia when nobody was getting out, right? Got lucky, I'm grateful. If I wake up and everybody in my family is alive, I'm so fucking fired up. I don't watch shit. I don't listen to shit. I'm just I'm so grateful. Yogi, I just know, I don't know what else to say. I'm just I'm part of this nonprofit, Pencils of Promise. I took some of my people, went to Ghana, landed in a car and then drove 4 hours. This is places where people walk an hour to get fresh water. That man's water bottle there, they would fucking die for that shit. I just think everybody's lost perspective, and I'm real empathetic that this room's lost perspective. You're a football player at USC. Your perspective is broke. It just is. So I try to unwind. My perspective is I'm a white man in America and I'm rich as fuck. My perspective is broke. So I'm trying to rewind it back to just be grateful. I'm just grateful. So the way I stay on the edge and just gratitude, it's just gratitude, one life, one at bat, one time. I just don't want to see that regret in my eyes that I see in so many. And that's why it's so fun for me to come and talk to you now, because straight up, for 90% of you, this is the greatest year of your life right now. That's just the truth. You could be mad at me, you could be sad at me, you could think I'm stupid, I'm telling you straight to your fucking faces. For 80 to 90% of you, this is it. This is the fucking pinnacle. So you better squeeze the fuck out of this thing. Because if you're smart, and you do, then it won't be. I think the next one should be about competition. I never talk about it. It'll be a challenge to find shit. I believe being competitive is an incredible advantage that in our times of 2019 is very balanced. It's why I care about 8th place trophies if you eliminate the goal. But I also think the world has abundance. I want to destroy everybody's face in there, every agency, but when somebody else, if Max had an agency and it beat us, or won the business that we were both going for in Adidas, I weirdly am happy for him, even though I'm sad for me, because I love merit. I love the game is the game. Like, don't fuck with competition, let it be pure. Don't demonize competition. Win at all costs is right in the framework of business, but not in life. Like, I'm not gonna try to hurt Max's life, but in business, I'd be like, he sucks. It's kind of that whole thing. So I think competition's something I would talk about.
Why do people blend competition? Why isn't it pure? Why?
Well, people with power try to change the rules. To me, I don't try to break, when I get old and have money, I'm not gonna try to change the tax law because I'm tired and I'm scared of young buck killing me, because I'm killing old buck right now. And I should be killed. That's what I love about nature. I love that the old lion that killed everybody, when it's his time, gets killed. And that's where people fuck up capitalism and competition. They try to change the rules when they're finished. I have no respect for old lions trying to change the rules of the jungle because they want to keep eating. It's time for them to die. Love that about sports. LeBron's not going to be able to continue doing LeBron in 12 years. I love the purity of competition, even at my own expense. But I think it matters. I also think we need to, really respect, right now we're in an era where one could demonize alpha competitive, oh no, I think balance is everything. Everything I talk about is extremes on both sides. And really, I don't use the word a lot. It won't show up in my word cloud, but almost everything I'm actually talking about is balance. So many people are asking me, how do I live my dream, Gary? And, I don't have time. I have mortgages and bills and responsibilities in my job. I don't have time for my side hustle, my Twitch channel, my Instagram account, my Shopify store selling hoodies. And I keep getting to this new place, which is, talk to me about your bills. Why'd you buy an apartment that stretches you? Why is your car so fancy? Why do you need the new Gucci every time? Why are you going out Thursday, Friday, and Saturday night? Why are you going to Coachella? Why are you going to Avengers opening night and buying the biggest piece of popcorn and candy? The answer to all of your questions is not how much money you make or how much time you have. It's what you're spending your money on. Gary, I want to live my life. I'm cool, but you're also complaining for this is one thing. You can do both. You can't complain that you can't do your dream. Dreams require sacrifices. Dreams require sacrifices. People don't want to sacrifice because they're so used to mommy or daddy or the system or the government or something else taking care of both. It's not how it works. You don't get to the 1% land. You don't get to that unbelievable place of happiness. You don't get to live your dream. You're not entitled to your dream. You have to fucking bleed for your fucking dream. You're not entitled to your dream. You're not entitled. Nobody's entitled to be an amazing dancer. Nobody that tours the world and gets to dance and open for Beyonce and make $580 a year and fucking live it and go to fucking, Monaco on the fucking weekends. It's not how it works. Everybody starts at zero. Some people start at different places, but anybody who does it for themselves has to sacrifice. Move. My city's expensive. Move. My car payments are high. Sell your car and buy a piece of shit car. Take the bus. This is dreams we're talking about. We're talking about dreams. We're talking about I want to be a professional gamer. We're talking about, I want to get paid $200,000 to give a speech. We're talking about shit that isn't normal. FOMO is lack of self-esteem. You want what somebody else has without understanding what it took for them to get there, or you get angry. You get angry at oh, that kid's at Coachella because his mommy and daddy are paying for it, and you get resentful. But what you don't understand is that kid is also super insecure and knows that no matter what they accomplish in life, they're gonna be judged for it. You should be happy that your parents can't send you to Coachella, and if you wanna go to Coachella, go to fucking thrift stores and flip shit and sell on eBay and fucking have a side hustle while you're at school or while you have a job. It's one big framework, D-Rock, of self-esteem, lack of self-esteem / insecurity, entitlement or accountability. It's these huge things. Like some reason, DNA, parenting, circumstance, I'm on the extreme end of everything's my fault. Nobody owes me shit. I shouldn't get anything unless I bleed for it. My 2 cents, I'm not judging people other than I'm asking people and I'm bringing up a different debate that isn't being talked about a lot, which is why do you want to go to Coachella? That's what I'm interested in. Why do you want the newest pair of Yeezys? Why? Why? Because you gotta look fresh for those girls? Makes sense. Insecure dudes, that is the system. Because you wanna show, you wanna make pretend to your grandma that is judging you that you are successful, and since you have $300 sneakers, that means you're successful.